Hello, Senior Stoner fans. It's the real Senior Stoner back at you for your HYDROLOGY9 NX dab of the day. Hello, everybody. Today is Tuesday. If you enjoy or benefit from today's video, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button a bunch of times, and please send me your comments. And don't forget to buy swag on teespring.com/seniorstoner studio. Hello, everybody. As you know, I bring a lot of what is in my life to you all so you won't experience some of the bad things that happen to me. Today we're going to talk about health anxiety, what it is, and how to beat it. Well, the illness you may fear might not be the illness you have. So what happens is, although some refuse to be examined by their physician due to fear of discovering the worst, seeking reassurance from a doctor, or insisting on repeated medical tests and visits to urgent care are more common in health anxiety. Being reassured by the doctor that there's no serious medical illness brings relief, temporary. The vicious cycle, unfortunately, quickly resumes as new thoughts and physical sensations surface, followed by Googling and self-diagnosis. Anybody understand it yet? What I'm talking about? Misinterpretations of the news and the media, anxiety, and more visits to doctors to resolve the uncertainty. The cycle ignites with each new alarming thought or symptom. This is me. This is my life. Well, let's talk about the false alarm. You know, car alarms are set off by when criminal breaks in, but imagine how problematic it would be if the siren blared each time a pedestrian walked by. The car alarm would be misinterpreting innocent people as dangerous criminals. With health anxiety, there's the misinterpretation of discomfort and normal bodily sensations as dangerous. Think about it. The body is a very noisy thing. Healthy human bodies produce all sorts of physical symptoms that might be uncomfortable, unexpected, and unwanted, but not dangerous. Normal sensations in the body that produce fear and worry include changes in the way you see, heart rate, blood pressure, getting it yet? Saliva levels, depth of breathing, balance, and muscle tone, just to name a few. These are normal and harmless body changes. And when a person believes they are symptoms of a terrible disease, it causes anxiety. You see, the sensations are real, but the beliefs are false. So why do people misinterpret sensations in their body and overestimate danger? Well, sometimes it's due to assumptions about an illness. Take this, for example. My cousin died of cancer, therefore it's only a matter of time until I get it. Or, viruses spread easy. People in Africa are dying in Ebola. It could easily be here. People with health anxiety might hold rigid definitions of good health, perhaps believing that any discomfort whatsoever mean bad health. Anxiety is a protective mechanism, and scanning the body for an illness seems like the right thing to do to protect ourselves. However, when we're preoccupied with something, we tend to notice it. Think about it. Previously, you don't pay attention to something. Well, guess what? Now you're going to be looking for symptoms, and it makes you notice subtle sensations you might otherwise ignore. You see, when you become preoccupied with bodily sensations, those sensations become amplified and last longer. So, if you're alone all day, you're going to be feeling your own body. Every move, every little tweak it makes. So it's where it gets tricky. Each scan of the body that you do produces uncertainty and doubt, unfortunately, giving us the imagination opportunity to create stories. The imagination can run wild. And as you imagine the worst, your body's alarm system sounds off in the form of symptoms of anxiety, racing heart, tightness in the chest, difficulty breathing, jitters, tingling, lightheadedness, nausea, stomach aches, sweating, headaches. Got it so far? So giving your imagination additional fuel to create great works of fiction, unfortunately. You see, once again, the symptoms are real, The thoughts are false. How do you treat it? Unfortunately, since it's possible to suffer with anxiety and a serious medical condition simultaneously, the most effective form for any anxiety, including health-related anxiety, is cognitive behavioral therapy. That is right. We think about it. It aims to overcome fears by correcting irrational thoughts and changing problematic behavior. So, by acquiring a certain mindset, you can learn to approach anxious situations differently and learn to tolerate discomfort and uncertainty. Illness anxiety can be overcome. You need to see an anxiety specialist. Can't do it by yourself, most likely, but there are ways to help us. So guess what? We need to learn the truth. That's right. If you have physical symptoms, find the truth. Get the truth. Write it down. Look at it. You can measure the truth. Confront your fears. Thinking the unthinkable diminishes fear, believe it or not. Sometimes, in therapy, patients are asked to imagine their worst case scenario fears. And it's possible to desensitize to a fear of illness and death fantasizing. Think about it. Try to avoid checking in the search for empty reassurance. Think of the odds against being desperately ill. Do not seek absolute certainty and try to live a healthy way. You see, it's up to us in many ways. One of the things that physicians do is they operate on what's called metrics. They don't think about it with what do I think. They try to go by what they see and what they know. Unfortunately, people with health anxiety aren't like that. We tend to go by what we think and not by what we know. So, I hope we all get a handle on this because it's very difficult when you're bouncing around from one health issue to the next when you find yourself in a situation that, let's put it this way, you feel it's going to be worse than it really is. You see a end that is very bad. It might not be that way. In fact, the odds are truly for all of you, for all of us, it's not as bad as it seems. Have you ever heard that term? It's not as bad as it seems. That's not an excuse people make. Honestly, it's not. What it is it's people who have experience. The psychiatrists, the psychologists, they know that people like us magnify what is wrong. Not the physical, but we magnify how it impacts us. Well, it's unfortunate, but it's true. And there are ways to deal with it. Let's take our hit on our Hydrology9 NX and try to use some of those helpful hints to reduce health anxiety. This has been The Real Senior Stoner. If you got some benefit today, please subscribe to the channel. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, hit that like button, and don't forget to send me your comments. Once again, The Real Senior Stoner, talking about health anxiety and how we can try to overcome it. Good luck, everybody. Cheers. And thanks for watching. Have a great Tuesday.